Alrighty, man. Welcome back to another episode of Darrel Long Show, hosted by your boy Darrel Long. We got a lot of stuff to cover today, as you guys probably already heard. Carmelo Anthony was just recently denied a retrial. Right, Carmelo Anthony was recently denied a retrial, and it's very unfortunate that Carmelo Anthony is in a situation where he's being, in my mind, in my opinion, he's being bullied by online figures who are basically grown as men. All right. Today we're going to get into all the facts. All right. Every single video. And I do got a surprise for you guys. So if you guys stick around and you guys really support, then we'll get to that surprise too. I'm gonna try to do this video. I haven't done a 12-hour stream for so long. Like I haven't done a 12-hour stream in Lord knows how long. But I think I'm gonna do it to about midnight, 1 o'clock. I think that's how long we're gonna keep the stream on today. Cool. Um, I want to talk about Jason Whitlock video first. Right, this video came out 2 days ago. 2 days ago, and on Thursday or Friday, on Thursday and Friday of this week, in a courtroom down in Texas, in McKinney, Texas. What's going on, Carmen? What's up, beautiful? In McKinney, Texas, both sides in the Carmelo Anthony case did something that they had spent years agreeing not to do, right? They both opened up the files on each other, the dark history that apparently the courts were not allowed to hear the very first time that this trial took place. Okay, there was 22 pages on Austin Metcalf and a stack of pages on Carmelo Anthony as well. The material that a jury convicted a teenager without ever seeing, right? This is all material that the jury never saw. The attorney secretly made some type of deal that was never written down. The judge had no idea about it. The prosecutor had no idea about it. And here we are now. Carmelo Anthony is having his trial. His retrial denied. Right? I mean, it's absolutely fucking crazy. And within 24 hours of having all of this happen, we got people like Jason Whitlock doing videos, speaking on lie after lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. And today I just want to break those videos down. It's really just that simple. Um, let me go do a few things. Carmen, let me know if the audio is coming through clear. Let me know how we're looking. Let me know if we got like any clear video, if it's fuzzy. I do have a lot of tabs open, and truth be told, I plan on being on some chill shit today. Like I'm going to finish the stream all the way through. Um, hmm, iMac versus Mac. Here we go. Look good, sound good. Thank you, beautiful. So there's a few things that I want to do when I'm fact checking this entire stream, right? We're going to be fact checking the claim that Austin Metcalf wasn't violent. We're going to be fact checking that this was unprovoked. We're going to be fact checking. Oh my God, we got Russian people over here. Which one of my channels did I not make sure I put it on members only? We're going to be fact checking whether Austin's family likely demanded the information be suppressed, which that's what they're saying. That Austin's family demanded that this information be suppressed because they didn't want their son to look like a fucking a fucking racist, right? And if y'all saw that, listen, if you didn't see the information, I'm going to go over it today. All right. Give me some time. I haven't been going live in like a long time, like every single day. And on top of that, um, are you protecting a killer? No, I'm protecting the child. Anybody want to drop the link? I'm here for the smoke today. I don't got time for y'all BS. If y'all in y'all feelings about Carmelo walking free, you know what I'm saying? Well, cause to me, 35 years for a murder is basically free. You can call it what it is. He basically got off and y'all upset about it. Now, if you got a problem with what we saying up here, hit the link and I will allow you your opportunity to get your shit off. Otherwise, there's really no point of coming here just talking crazy. Now let me go and get to this video that Jason Whitlock did while I get other stuff done in the background, like make thumbnails and shit like that. I will be covering messy stuff like Cory Love versus Drip. And that whole situation with Cory Love and Drip, I will be covering that for sure, for sure. What's going on, Wish Doctor? What's good, my baby? What is popping? I will be covering the messy shit today as well. I just really need to get out all the important shit. That way I can clip it into some valuable content. All right. All right, let's start off with this mark as MFer Jason Whitlock.
Story.
Oh shit, hold on. Let me switch this audio.
It was the frame. One boy stabbed, another arrested, and a country told to pick a side before the blood dried. What the jury never saw was the file. Thursday, the file came open. Both sides had a private, off the record agreement to bury the past of Austin Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony. So the murder trial would hinge on a single moment under the tent. That deal is now ash. The defense went first. 20 pages on Austin Metcalf, KKK, kill all blacks, Heil Hitler, spray.
And I like how you just skipping over that like it's not a bad thing. KKK, all that stuff. How Shitler, all that shit is it shows that this young man, Austin Metcalf, was a racist. He did not like black people. He was a white nationalist, right? That's just what it is. It's no other way to talk about it. He was a white nationalist who was a racist, right? Court documents reportedly include Austin Metcalf's juvenile assault arrest, an allegation that he knocked a female student down and punched her. He has fighting history. He has threats towards other students. He was forced to go to counseling for anger issues. And the school also has a suspension involving Austin Metcalf talking about bringing a gun to school. All of this is on CBS Texas. If you want the report, let me go ahead and drop the link. If y'all want to go get the report, because I have it pulled up um like on a separate tab. And I'm just reading from the news article. Right? For those who think, oh, Darrel is up here making shit up. No, I'm not. New details and troubling backgrounds for Austin Metcalf and Carmelo. Right? So CBS Texas has it all here. Graffiti incident. He literally wrote KKK, kill all blacks, and hail Hitler, along with the N word, with the hard ER. And he was sentenced to 12 months in juvenile jail. Sorry, in juvenile probation. So Austin Metcalf was a piece of shit. They said that him and his brother Hunter Metcalf bullied a young woman. Now they don't want to put out the woman's, like the little girl race, but her last name is Jenkins. I think they said her name was Alyssa Jenkins. Yeah, that sound like a black girl to me. I don't know no white girl's last name Jenkins. But nevertheless, I want to take this, piece by piece. That way we can really break this shit down, man. Oh yeah, we definitely still smoking. What's good, Carmen? We stay smoking. I'm about to spark a blunt right now. What's up, Lady Eve? What's good, baby? Let's get to this video, man.
Spray painted juvenile probation, bullying records, threats. Then the prosecution unloaded its own dossier on Carmelo Anthony. Text about punching girls in the face, carrying guns, a note full of racial slurs, and messages threatening to murder his girlfriend. How many bullets you want coming out of your chest? Two troubled young men.
The same girlfriend that is still with Carmelo to this day. The same girlfriend that didn't even want to testify against Carmelo. What are y'all talking about? Y'all ability to make up shit is absolutely diabolical. Y'all ability to make up shit is absolutely diabolical. If we keeping it 100. If we keep it 100. But let's keep going, man, because we're going to break down all of this man's lies, right? All of this man lies. And we have to establish the truth from the fucking lies, bro. I don't like Jason Willock. I'm trying my best to like stay within YouTube monetization because I notice when I go off, a lot of my channels like the videos get demonetized or whatever. And I truthfully don't give a fuck. But at the same time, I'm just trying to low key just be better off. But truthfully, fuck that fat ass nigga. You feel me? That's the reason why his little dick micro penis ass couldn't get no bad bitches like Joy Taylor. But you up there, all her cocoa titties, nobody wants you. You know what I'm saying? Big boy. You type of nigga, you sit in the car lower down a little bit, tires is fucking screaming. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. I mean, so y'all not gonna look. Let me tell y'all in the chat, bro. I'm not the one that get like to get I'm not upset about Carmelo going to jail or nothing. I'm not upset about Carmelo being in jail. At least he not a rotten fucking corpse. You feel me? He's sitting in jail eating off niggas like y'all. He don't gotta worry about if he gon' you know what I'm saying, eat a fucking steak or something today or how he gonna make his food. It's a white woman in there preparing food for him right now, making sandwiches, goulash, all that shit. Only thing he gotta do is keep his head up. So I mean, good luck trying to get me to feel some type of way about that shit, bro. Your man's gone.
Two records the public was never meant to read, and a narrative built to survive only if neither file ever saw daylight. Was it the right call to bury their past behavior? That's what we're here to unpack.
I think that Carmelo, his lawyer, why you making deals about not bringing the past up? No, we're gonna bring the past up and let everybody know your man's was a fucking racist, right? He supported Hitler, the same person that wanted to destroy our country. So let's stop playing these games. Your man's is a fucking racist. He's basic. Austin Metcalf was basically a neo-Nazi, right? If you don't know what a neo-Nazi is, basically the new age Nazis. He was a neo-Nazi. I don't give a fuck if he was a kid or not. His father also was a neo-Nazi. Look at how he was talking about black people. Oh yeah, that nigga Carmelo's a watermelon felon, bro. Watermelon felon, bro. Nobody want to hear that shit, my nigga. Especially from an old man that couldn't save his son. Especially from an old man that allowed his son to be a racist. And I do got the interview of his father, Jeff Metcalf, breaking down how he felt about the shit. So we're gonna talk about that too, man. Oh, let me say this, y'all. Make sure look, I'm trying to get this sponsor. So make sure y'all tap in right now. I'm using the Insta360 Link 2 camera. All right. And I also have the Insta360 Luna Pro. Make sure y'all tap that in, man. Make sure y'all go tap in with both of those. I will have the links for the description, for like the fucking products. If you click those links, you will save 10% when you buy those products if you use my code. Witch Doctor says them racists trying to throw more salt on Carmelo. That nigga done, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, my brother Witch Doctor. That nigga Carmelo done, bro. I've been telling niggas he was done. It's Texas. That's for one, right? I know you in the South, so you know this already. It's Texas. It's the South. You know what I'm saying? It's what they do down there. And he was never going to get an opportunity to really have a genuine case. Now we know they was making deals and shit. His lawyer making deals and shit behind his back. Bro, that nigga was always done, bro.
With journalist Brianna Morello. Brianna, welcome back. And before we decide whether the public needed to know this, I want to know, do you think it was just the right thing to do in pursuit of justice?
Thank you for having me, Jason, as always. I'm a little on the fence here because I don't know why the prosecution made this agreement. I think the victim is the victim, and it was never proven that Austin Metcalf had made any racial comments prior to the stabbing and during the altercation. But I wonder, and I have asked and I have not received a response, if this gentleman's agreement that was reached that you just detailed was due to the fact that Austin Metcalf's family may have wanted that information suppressed from the public hearing it. And here's my other thing too. The crime that you're talking about here, the juvenile record regarding Austin and his brother, who apparently graffitied racial slurs and remarks. They were caught, they were arrested, they were charged. It was not expunged, which we rarely hear about too for children, those who are under the age of 18. That's usually something that would never make its way into a courtroom. Here in Texas, I've seen other cases where.
First of all, hold on. Let's establish the record before they get into all this opinionated shit. One, Carmelo Anthony was convicted of murder in June and sentenced to 35 years. 17 of those years he has to serve, and he can get out in 17 years. That's the fact. He can get out in 17 years. Easy money. All right. Two, his new legal team filed a 63-page motion for a new trial that we know now has been denied. But the core claim of that motion was that he was coerced into waiving his rights to testify by his attorney. The attorney told him, hey, you don't got to testify, bro. We got this. We got this. And I think if he didn't testify, like, how am I on trial and I can't speak for myself? Y'all know me. I had a trial back, a real trial back in 2016. They tried to give me, I think, 6 or 7 years on some bullshit case. I told them niggas, man, fuck y'all niggas. Pled no contest. They had nothing. They ended up giving me 47 days in jail, bro. Marks, you feel me? Now, let's get back to this shit. Oh yeah. Oh, hold on. I gotta go to these facts. 3. Judge John Roach, the trial judge, he was recused this week. Everybody know this, but not by the defense. He was recused by an outside judge, Judge Sid Harrell, all right, who found that they had a reasonable observer, right? Any reasonable observer could question Judge John Roach impartiality, especially after he went on television and told the goddamn country that the jury got the judgment right. How can you be impartial making shit like that? It didn't matter because the retrial was denied. Okay, now 4, we have a retired Kaufman County judge by the name of Michael Chitty, who is now allegedly going to take over the new trial hearing, if they have a new trial hearing, right? Because they're going to keep appealing. They lost this appeal. They might be able to do another one. But if there is going to be a new trial, Michael Chitty will be the new judge presiding over that trial. 5, at the center of all of this is an oral agreement between 2 lawyers, which they're calling a gentleman's agreement. No signatures, no filing between the prosecutor, Bill Worski, and Carmelo Anthony's original defense team. None at all. So allegedly this deal was to keep damaging character evidence about both Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf from the jury, which I still think was an awful fucking choice. I would have told everything. That nigga Metcalf is a Hitler lover. He's a racist, neo-Nazi, a teenage beer drinking bandit. That's what I would have did. Would have pointed his ass out.
A minor is accused of robbery, and that is hidden away from the public space. So I thought that was quite interesting. But when I was reaching out to sources yesterday, they did disclose that little nugget to me. I think, though, I think this is working against, if I could be blunt, Carmelo Anthony. I think putting this all out there for the public to hear is working against his case. I think this is bad legal advice. Right now, he's arguing that he wants a brand new trial. He's claiming that he has constitutional rights violated. I've never seen a case, as I've spent years following criminal cases, I've never seen a case this fair. I know they threw Judge Roach off of this case during the appeals process. And I think that was the right thing to do because they are making an argument that there might have been some bias there. And just to make sure.
How the fuck you think that this was the most fair case you've ever seen? How you're saying this is the most fair case I've ever seen, where you have an individual who is the judge who is going against Carmelo Anthony literally publicly on TV. Like, let's be honest. Most of Texas was upset because a white boy died at the hands of a black boy. That's the real gig here. A lot of y'all in Texas, especially y'all white boys, y'all was upset that a white boy, despite him being racist, because y'all racist too, despite him being pro-Hitler, because y'all pro-Nazi too, y'all was upset that this boy Carmelo defended himself and ended up taking out a bully, right? Y'all claimed that Austin Metcalf wasn't violent and he had no history of violence, when now court records that the judge had to have access to are public to us as well. The court documents presented at the hearing, the same hearing being discussed now on that very stream with fucking Jason Whitlock and that white woman, it included, right? Keep in mind, it included an allegation of juvenile assault arrest. So these niggas knew about Austin Metcalf being arrested during the first time. They just didn't want the public to know. They didn't want that to be brought up and have the jury know about that. But the judge knew about it. The judge knew that that there was an allegation that Austin Metcalf had knocked a alleged black girl out, and him and his brother beat her ass. I even got footage, and I even have an audio, which I'm going to play today, of a woman saying that Austin Metcalf and Hunter Metcalf was bullying her daughter. We will be playing it today. We will be playing it today. Okay? We got fighting history, threats towards other students, anger counseling, suspensions from school and the football team. But meanwhile, they didn't want to put all of this into court because it painted the true picture of young white males in this country. Violent, racist. They have a superiority complex. This is why he thought Carmelo should be beneath him. He got to catch the bus to school every day. Carmelo pulling up in a Cadillac Escalade. He's upset about that. He ain't getting no coochie. Carmelo getting white coochie. He's upset about that. And we gonna address Carmelo girlfriend. Little Miss Carmelo tried to put his hands on me. Okay.
Sure that he is getting an absolute fair trial and a fair appeal process. Just take that extra measure, get Roach off, bring in a judge who is retired, which they did from another county, who's now hearing what's going on today in the courtroom for day two. I think that's fair. But I think that he's getting bad legal advice. And this is why I say that. I think if he were to make his way in front of a jury again, and they were to hear this background of the details you just described, the threats to his girlfriend, keep in mind his girlfriend went up to school officials an hour before the stabbing and said, hey, he's stalking me. This is according to the prosecution. He's stalking me. Not only stalking, he's sending me these threats. And
and that's why the black man got to stay away from these white girls. Fuck it, I'm going off script. It is what it is. I'm blowed. I'm off my wine. Right? I got some money coming in soon. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife. So I'm in a celebratory type mood, to be honest. That's why I'm not out working right now. I don't really fucking have to. I'm in a great fucking mood, actually. I'm gonna be smoking all fucking day. All fucking day. And drinking all fucking night. Jason Whitlock, you piece of shit. You brought this white woman on, right? And this is why black men must stop dealing with the white woman. You see Carmelo down there living his best life. He get this white girl. She get upset more than likely because he got multiple hoes. Young men like that always do. If you grew up in the hood, and then it was that one black spoiled kid from the suburbs who every time he popped out, he was driving his parents' Escalade or he was driving his parents' Lincoln Navigator. He always had hoes. Period. Carmelo, especially fucking with white girls, I know he had hoes. Yo, what's up, baby? Where you going, Carmelo? I might go to the track team with my other bitch. But I thought you was my nigga, Carmelo. Don't ever say that word to me, bitch. For Austin Metcalf, your ass, bitch. That's what he said in the text messages. Man, these bitches irritate me. You feel me? Sometimes I just want to smack one of these hoes. You feel me? Big Mellow status. Never did it. And on top of that, Shorty was right there with the nigga writing him letters. Dear Carmelo, I love you. Writing character witness statements and shit. Man, he got that little white coochie on lock, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Then y'all try to make it seem like she went to the counselor. Man, these hoes stay lying. These white girls stay lying. But I'm gonna blame that on my brother's Carmelo. Go ahead and hit him with the Dr. Umar Johnson.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
When the fuck y'all gonna learn? Have y'all not learned from Jonathan Majors? Have y'all not learned from Shannon Sharp? Have y'all not learned from all the black men that's been fucked over by the white woman? What's good, JD? I don't know if you knew JD, but they denied Carmelo Anthony retrial. It's been officially denied, unfortunately. So I'm just doing my job and coming after all the raccoons. That's all. That's all, brother.
Apparently disclosed all of this to the school. And then an hour later, Austin ended up dead. And if you remember, we were sitting here, you and I, we were talking about all of this. Why would this kid?
False correlation. Carmelo was texting about this girl. He wanted to hurt this girl. And an hour later, Austin Metcalf ended up dead. Y'all gotta stop. We have the video, because I downloaded it just in case the media try to get rid of it, of Hunter Metcalf the day after his brother Austin Metcalf was stabbed to death. He did an interview along with his mother, Megan Metcalf, and they did an interview with a man named Will Kane saying that, hey, I fucking approached Carmelo. I told Carmelo to get out the tent and he didn't. So my brother pushed up on him and then we tried to get him out the tent together. I can play that shit right now. Matter of fact, we gonna cue that video up next because I already said I'm doing a 12-hour stream and I got a few goals in mind. All the raccoons, they gotta go. Everybody that's team Austin Metcalf, they gotta go. Anything good about his memory, it gotta go. We gotta taint his memory into it. He's known as nothing else but a fucking racist. A racist child that died in Texas. That's all I want known about him. He's not a superstar no more. He's not a victim no more. He's a racist child that got what he deserved. And I said what I said. And I said what I said. Let's keep going.
Why would
Rest in peace to Nolan Xavier Wells. I went to his mama Instagram page the other day, and I scrolled back about 2 years. Two things. Nolan Wells' family was doing extremely well in Mississippi. I think they were jealous of that boy, but I'm gonna cover him later on. Don't worry about it. The second thing I want to talk about, his mom is extremely beautiful. And she was a content creator. Like, she was posted on a daily basis. So in her videos, I was able to see Nolan alive, talking, speaking. And it's very sad because you can tell that this was a very well-to-do family. Like, this family was very put together in the same way that Carmelo family is put together. And I think that black families in certain neighborhoods and certain parts of the South, it's not a good look. You're in danger. Your children are in danger. That's just the fucking facts. But I'll get into all of that in a second.
Carmelo Anthony bring a knife to a track meet? It never made any sense, but now it does. Now that you have the context of the messages to his girlfriend. By the way, their relationship apparently didn't end there. They actually dated throughout his criminal trial as well, which was jaw-dropping for me. But
it's jaw-dropping for you. I never understand it for the white woman. It's jaw-dropping for me that women stay with murderers. Meanwhile, women stay with the founding fathers. Meanwhile, women stay with men who brutalized black people doing Black Wall Street. Right? White women, right now, white women are going around saying, what's that little white girl name? Lindsay Clemmy? Whatever that girl name is. Lindsay Clancy, the one who deleted her own fucking 3 babies. Here go the white girls. Girl, she was going through postpartum depression, and it was her fucking husband's fault, and that nigga didn't follow the red flags. Girl, the red flags. This girl killed 3 babies. The same white women saying, free that white bitch. Carmelo got to defend himself against known racists who sided with Hitler. Oh man, Carmelo, man, he gotta go to jail for life, dog. What, nigga? This bitch killed 3 babies. Well, she was going through postpartum depression. You actually don't know what the fuck you're talking about. What? Fucking God.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
Let's continue with the calling out the coons today.
to me, it's just the whole situation is extremely strange. The only thing that I could rationalize as to why this didn't make its way in front of the jury is because the family of Austin likely did not want the world finding out about his past.
Well,
why wouldn't Austin family want everybody to know about his past? Could it be that the people of America don't like people who side with Hitler? Could it be that the people of America don't like people who write KKK and delete all black people? Could it be that? That's what I think it is. I think the problem with his past is the same problem that his father keep coming up with his past. He's a piece of shit. He's a racist, poor piece of shit. And let me tell you about these poor racist white men. They are the worst. Right? Let me go ahead and say this, because I've been holding back on this for a while. But, bitch, I'm drunk. I don't even give a fuck. I'm about to have some more wine. Let me go get it, matter of fact. And I'm going to tell you about my racist experience. Hold on. I'm not even really drunk. I'm more like in a good fucking mood. I want to use the word drunk. But look, let me tell you this, right? I was working on Arlington Heights, right? I had two racist situations, okay? Now, y'all know me. I don't give a fuck. In both of these situations, I had to strap my nuts on. And this is why I could no longer work in those situations. And you know what's crazy? I didn't get fired. They was like, girl, what happened? I told them what happened. And what y'all want to do now? Look, we get there. Look. I'm working for Amazon. It's the first situation. I pull up to McDonald's to get some lunch, right? We in the big blue Rivian vans, right? Long ass vans. So, I'm like, you know what? I'm about to go in and out. I'm about to just pull up real quick to one of the handicap spots. Keep in mind, this bitch basically empty. Big ass parking lot. Empty as fuck. Old ass white man. I see him outside just parked next to my truck. So I'm walking back out with my food. I'm like, everything okay, sir? He like, nigger, you fucking, you got this van and motherfucking, in a motherfucking handicap spot. So instantly, I turn the fuck up. And plus, my wife was on the phone. I said, who the fuck you talk to, old man? Right? He filming, whoop, whoop, whoop. He like, who the fuck you talk to? You not supposed to do this. I'm gonna call the police. I said, call the motherfucking police, nigga. Bro, I swear to God, put this on my newborn son, nigga. I saw that nigga just like that. I said, call the motherfucking police, nigga. At the end of the day, your bitch ass ain't gonna do shit. If I want to get out this bitch, I'm just gonna smack your shit to get out this bitch. No, I'm not gonna move until the police get here. I said, look, dog, I ain't got time for this shit. You feel me? Take the van. I'm about to go, nigga. So if your little tiny ass little car in the way, nigga, just know I'm about to move right through your bitch ass. I told the nigga just like that. Bitch ass, and then moving. Nigga. I gave a nigga the middle finger, I kept moving. Of course, the police, they put up on me like maybe about 15 minutes later. They took my statement. I told them niggas like, yeah, bro. At the end of the day, the motherfucking parking lot was unfilled. That nigga he was out of line. And plus, you can't start no conversation with me. I don't give a fuck who you are. With disrespect. Second situation, on some racist shit. Look, CJ, I'm on some real shit. Look, real shit, bro. A second situation happened. I was smoking a blunt, right, on break in Arlington Heights, and you know what I'm saying, like suburb Chicago type shit. I go into this Indian nigga, Pakistani some shit. I go to one of his spots. I'm like, bro, I need Morellos, woo, woo, woo. I'm about to, grab a little North little vape, like those little, like they're not weed vapes, they're like regular vapes. It's like North and Breeze. I grab one of those pens and shit so I can have that after my blunt, right? So I gotta take a piss. I tell cuz, hey, cuz, open the door real quick. I gotta take a piss. I go in there. I take a piss. I walk out, right? Do all the thing I'm supposed to do. Put the toilet back down. I didn't know I was supposed to close the door back. Man, this nigga come out. Again, I'm on the phone with my wife, right? We talking, whoop, whoop. Man, this nigga come out. Hey, don't come back here no more, nigga. If you cannot close the door, I put this on everything, bro. I said, what you say? Do not come back here no more, nigga. If you cannot close the door. Now, I'm on the phone with Michi. She like, just walk away. It's not. I said, man, you get me fucked up. I tell this bitch ass nigga. For one, I get out the truck. Right? Now, they got ring camera on the back of they fucking like where we was at. All this shit got sent to the HR. Said, bro, I beat your ass right here, right now. Walk up right to that nigga. It was like an old white dude right there. He called police. And he go and get some other help from, like, I guess it's like one of those like little tiny little strip malls where there's a whole bunch of stores and shit. So we go to the next store and get somebody. By that time, I'm like, bro, for one, now I'm about to go in your shit, take what I want, come back out. Fuck you gonna do about it? That's what I did. Walked in and shit. Took like a pack of Skittles. Motherfucking I think I took like some chips. Some light shit. I went back to my truck like, nigga, fuck you wanna do about it, nigga? And I go in your shit, take a shit, not close the door again. Fuck you. Like what you really trying to do, nigga? All this name calling shit, it's goofy, nigga. And I was trying to tell cuz, like, bro, I'm not even from here now. I'm from Detroit, bro. Y'all niggas, one thing I learned about a lot of Illinois niggas, they talk too much. Either you want to get down or you don't, nigga. So, in that situation, another white man put up. He like, hey, bro, I think you need to calm the fuck down. And I put this on everything because they got the video. They said they shit to Amazon. I said, who the fuck is you, nigga? He said, one, you shouldn't be using that word. I said, bro, said the fuck I want to say. We own this country now, not y'all white bitch. That's what I said to him. But all of this started over a bathroom. Then I told that nigga, I called ice on that nigga right then and there. I put that on everything, bro. I put that on my mama, nigga, on my kids. I called ice on that nigga right then, right there. Cause I'm born here, nigga, Detroit, Michigan. I said, I got a motherfucking immigrant telling me about a bathroom door? You bitch ass, non-English speaking nigga. Man, I got ice on that nigga so fast, bro, and everything. If you niggas want to be racist to me, you better be from this country. Because I have no problem with weaponizing Trump against you niggas at any given time. That's exactly what the fuck I did with Sharon's wife. That's what I did with this nigga too. Hey, cuz, check that nigga citizenship. Them niggas in here selling THC fake weed and shit. Lock these niggas up. Send them back to their country. That's what happened. Right? I don't tolerate disrespect from no fucking body. But especially from a racist piece of shit. Y'all don't have no honor. You lack integrity. You lack conviction. Right? That's why people like Jason Whitlock, Anton Daniels, they genuinely disgust me. You feel me? But look, I got a lot of news for y'all. The Simp guy about to move to Vegas, you know what I'm saying? We about to be turning the fuck up. Let's go back to the video, man.
I actually think it was brilliant strategy by the prosecution. I think they are aware, particularly if you dial the clock back a year ago, or maybe it's a year and a few months now because this happened in April. If you dial the clock back then, and let's say, I think it happened on April 2nd. Let's say on April 30th or May 15th, it starts coming out that this is a part of Austin Metcalf's past. The group of nut jobs that were showing up to protest on behalf of Carmelo Anthony.
Man, we don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear about the group of nut jobs while you defending a nigga that's writing something about Hitler, the nigga that wanted to destroy America. The fuck is you talking about? How can y'all defend somebody who was saying, shout out to that bitch ass nigga Shitler? Nigga, we American over here. We don't shout out German. What the fuck you talking about? But y'all tapped in so much for the white man. Let me tag this bitch ass nigga. You tapped in so much for the white man, got the white man nuts dragging all across your fucking face so much. This is why you couldn't be on ESPN no more. This is why you've been relegated to just doing racist commentary. You can't do commentary about being an alpha male. You fat as fuck. What you gonna say? Well, I have more money than you, Darrel. It don't matter. I can go in the same room with Jason Whitlock and fuck all the bitches Jason Whitlock can't, because Jason Whitlock is like twice my fucking size. And wait, nigga. And wait. You a big boy. And you not Biggie Smalls. You ain't even got no swag. That's the problem I have with you ugly fat niggas. Right? You and Anton, the same thing. Two ugly fat niggas that didn't get no pussy growing up. The black women didn't fuck with you. Now you don't like Carmelo Anthony. Now you don't like black women. Look, bro. We get it. You gotta pay for pussy just like Tom Dog. But going at a young kid who fighting for his life, I find that to be very disgusting. It make me want to dox your family, nigga. The people that you love. But you know what? I'm gonna keep it copacetic. Let's get back to this shit.
The group of nut jobs that were donating money to his family over Gibson Go or GoFundMe or whatever, I think that all would have increased exponentially, because there are nut jobs, and there are black leftists and there are black people.
But you don't got nothing to say about Jake Lang. You don't got nothing to say about Jake Lang, who has been banned from Texas for saying that he was going to hang Carmelo Anthony if Carmelo was found not guilty. You bitch ass nigga. You overweight ass nigga. Old ass nigga. What make it worse, like people like Jason Whitlock, let me make sure people can see his big ass. What make it worse about people like him is he's a black man spewing misinformation, so black women and other individuals who seem to destroy us or keep us divided, they use this individual to fuck us over, either by dividing us or making us look like fucking idiots, right? Or turncloaks or fucking traitors. Because hey, look at this black man right here. Even he said that nigga Carmelo should be locked up, my white brothers. Where's the videos talking about Jake Lang? Where's the videos talking about how Jake Lang is running around literally spewing fucking rhetoric against the Muslim community, against the trans community, right? Fucking Jake Lang linked up with a black pastor after he said he wanted to hang Carmelo Anthony. But again, you, Anton, well, you know what? Let me fall back on Anton on that one. But you's a bitch. Because I've been watching your content and you don't talk about nothing else except black people. Black people. And the older I get, the more I want to either call out pussy ass niggas like y'all, but in my real life, I have to keep my distance from y'all because I end up hurting one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I have kids. I have a wife. I got people I really, really, really care about. And the rhetoric that y'all are putting out there is extremely dangerous to the people I care about. And for me, it's only a certain amount of time before something has to be done about that.
That think, oh, someone used the N-word, they're worthy of death. And he must have said something to Carmelo Anthony. There's no way this kid would have done that. He
was a fucking racist. I would have did him too. He was a racist. He got what he deserved. Listen, man. Listen. Maybe Detroit has hardened my heart, but I really don't give a fuck. Because this goes deeper than just racism, right? If you fuck with the German dude from World War II, if you run around painting KKK and Hail Hitler, yeah, I'm good on you, bro. You know how many American soldiers died fighting against that motherfucker? You know how many American soldiers died because he wanted to take over our country? Absolutely not. Don't even get me started on the Holocaust and what he did to the Jewish community. Like, I'm so tired of the black community sometimes, bro. Like, it's specifically this part of it too. And I need individuals like my brother JD, like my brother Wish Doctor, like M Mills. I need people who have platforms to call these individuals out. Do not let them slide. Because imagine if somebody tried to, let's start Wish Doctor. Imagine if a white person tried to fucking bully Wish Doctor and he ended up stabbing him. And we know it's self-defense. We know this nigga is not prone to violence for no reason. Next thing you know, coons like Whitlock out here. And nigga Wish Doctor, he took out Austin Metcalf for no reason. And look at his fucking channel. He was fucking with a Portuguese Democrat. You know what I'm saying, man? It's like, it's too much goofy shit. And then this rhetoric has influence on how people think about you, how they see you, and in my opinion, how the jury, because the jury, they're regular people. They go home, they watch the fucking news, they talk to their family. These people are moving the needle and changing people's mind by putting out propaganda. Propaganda of the worst accord. Ones that destroy black families. Ones that make black men. Part of the reason why black men couldn't walk down the street in white communities is because of people like Rush Limbaugh. Hey, if a black man walking down the street, you're probably going to get robbed. Women, you're probably going to get sexually assaulted. That type of propaganda is dangerous.
Must have said something racist. I think all that gets put on the table, and then there's potentially more unrest within Frisco, Texas, or around this deal, and there's more conversation about, oh, this kid was racist, so therefore he's indefensible. Just taking that all off the table, because I think they're like, hey man, the evidence is so overwhelming.
Yeah.
And if we get the right jury, this is going to be a slam dunk case. And that's what they got, a slam dunk case. So I think it was brilliant strategy by the prosecution. But let's take it.
It wasn't a slam dunk case. If it was a slam dunk case, Carmelo would have got more time. It wasn't a slam dunk case at all. As a matter of fact, the prosecution knew that they had to wait a year to even do this trial. They had did this when he was a minor. He would have got 5-8 years off this shit. They waited until he turned 18 so he can be tried as an adult. That's a fact. I heard that they was having all type of sympathy shit going on in Texas for Austin Metcalf. Memorial fucking marches and shit, doing everything they could to get the public to sympathize with a racist white boy. With a mediocre racist white boy who lost his life trying to be a bully when he was nothing more than a crying little bitch at the end. He was a crying little bitch at the end saying, Carmelo, help me. Carmelo, help me. Carmelo said, nah, my nigga. This is for all my ancestors. This is for all of my people that your people took out, my brother. And then now he playing jump rope with Jesus. And this is why you should not be a bully. Okay? To me, the lesson that should be learned here is, especially if you're not really about that, just stay out that bully life. You're not about that life. You was a hoe, and you're going to get exposed by a little skinny nigga with a white bitch. You can't make this shit up. Let's keep going.
All off the table. We'll let you hide just what a nut job this.
Hold on. Let me look. I'm addressing y'all little racist white comments today. I got time. I'm not trolling. I mean what I say. And I'll drop the link for any of you supremacists that want to come up here and debate me. So I'm gonna call you supremacist number one. Supremacist number one says little homie was a crash out, talking about licking blood off knives. He needs to accept that sentence while he still has a release date.
You wanna argue? I can't argue with you. You mad? I can't argue with you. No. Look at you. Look at you. You mad? Look at you. You big mad. I'm happy. Leave me alone. I'm happy.
Sway.
Leave me alone.
Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Okay. Let's address these comments. Licking blood off a knife and texting about it. I don't want to hear shit. That's basically what white people do on a daily basis. All right? That's what white people talk about on a daily basis. He was talking about licking blood off a knife and shanking a bitch. So he was acting like a white boy. That's what I heard. He was acting like a white boy. And that same white girl gave him the coochie. Gave him the coochie right afterwards. So what does that say? Let's be honest. I said this. A lot of y'all are trying to make nothing into something. I don't give a damn what he was texting about that goddamn girl. We don't give a damn. Nice try. But we don't give a okay? He said he was gonna harm that white girl. He was harming himself by being with that white girl. I would dump her ass even now. Unless she about to use her white tears to help me get off this case, she'd have no use to me. She no use, and you know she give. Never mind. Okay, these are still minors, so I want to make sure I'm respectful. They're still minors. Gotta be respectful. But y'all never learn. If my son start dating a white girl, he gotta move out my motherfucking house immediately. If my son come home with a white woman, he gotta move out my house immediately. Putting all of us in danger. Oh, but I'm about to go hang out at Horn Hill, at Horn Lake, with my white bitch and all my white friends. Bye. You can go live with them too and never come back. Because I'm not about to be dealing with all of this shit. And this is what happens when a lot of y'all be mingling with these folks. That's the fact. You can go ahead and stay your ass on out there. Terry Crews. Fuck out of here.
Guy is. His behavior speaks for itself. I applaud the prosecution.
Yeah.
The behavior of sending text messages speak for itself, but beating up a black girl with your brother don't speak for itself. Being a racist piece of shit at 17 don't speak for itself. Having a father named Jeff Metcalf that was a failed real estate agent. Yeah, I doxed you. I looked you up, Jeff Metcalf. I looked your whole shit up. Who want to see Jeff Metcalf business? Put a 1 in the chat. Fuck it. Don't dox this nigga right now. Who want to see Jeff Metcalf business? They got the nigga phone number. All that shit. He got me fucked up. I'll fuck around and ruin your whole fucking son life, nigga. Oh, my bad. Somebody already did that. Bitch ass nigga. You want to see that, CJ? I got you. I got you. That's all you had to say. Negro, that's all you had to say. Oh, Jeff, you removed your picture? That won't help you, my brother. Hold on. Jeff's trying to play games with me, but I already got all his information pulled up on like 8 different, ways to get to that. How dare he try to elude me? Jeff, just because you remove all your information off LinkedIn, that don't mean that I won't find you. I will always find you. Mr. Metcalf. This is Mr. Metcalf and his contact information right here. All you gotta do is say you want to sell a house and it'll send you the information. That's all you gotta do. Mr. Metcalf. Jeff Metcalf is a native Texan who has lived in the Dallas area for over 45 years. With over 20 years of experience, Jeff Metcalf has become your go-to agent and a consistent leader with a reputation for tenacity, protecting his clients' interests, savvy negotiation, and cutting-edge marketing strategies. Yeah, exactly. Well, only 2 reviews. Oh my God. Oh.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
Just be lying. Just be lying. You're a trash father. Your sons was trash. Your sons died awful. Your son died like a man because he thought he was a man. Your son is weak. Your son was weak. Nigga let Carmelo Man, that nigga was weak as hell, bro. Let's keep going.
They've done an incredible job, Jason. I've never actually seen a prosecution go this smoothly. I mean, they've done everything possible to make sure that Carmelo Anthony got a fair trial. And I know a lot of people think he didn't, but when you were reading the transcripts, when you were seeing what was going on in the courtroom, there's no way he gets a better trial than what he had. And I also thought the parents, after the conviction, were doing media tours and trying to pretend like it was somehow the lawyer's fault in all of this, his criminal defense attorney. I asked people in the area, hey, are you familiar with his attorney? Are you familiar with them? Like, are they really good attorneys? Like, what would you make of all of this? And they said they're the best of the best. They said there's no way that it's the attorney's fault in any of this, that there's just no defense. I mean, how do you put on defense for a man who unprovokedly is sitting in a tent, refuses to—
Unprovoked. Multiple witnesses testified that Austin Metcalf physically grabbed, pushed, or shoved Carmelo immediately before the stabbing. They generally describe the push as relatively light. However, it still happened, which was physical assault. The jury rejected this self-defense claim. However, that does not change the fact that the witnesses described the actual situation as Austin Metcalf being the one who provoked it. Why are you lying? And just so you know, that's how I know you lying. I came fully prepared, bitch. What do you mean by fully prepared, Darrel? Nigga, I got the whole transcript from the trial. I've been doing so much research on this shit secretly. Let me just show y'all, right? This is the appeal that they have for Carmelo Sincere Anthony, and this is public record. I'm not doxing him. This is just public record, okay? In Collin County. When you go, they got everything right here, from the knife, everything, right? When you read through this paperwork, it talks about how that nigga Carmelo, he was provoked by Austin Metcalf, because, and we also have on Will Kane's show, Hunter Metcalf saying, yeah, that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? I kind of ran up on him, and then my brother was there to help me out. But I got that paperwork. I mean, all of that shit. It's no reason for you to lie, my nigga. You feel me? That's what I don't like about it, because we got the paperwork. And if you want to see the full paperwork, I'll be dropping the members only where I break down that paperwork. I'm not doing stuff live like that, because as y'all can see, my brother DJ Wish Doctor was the only one that supported the show so far. You feel me? Wish Doctor, how long I got from before I can come back to your show? How long I got before I can come back to your show, Wish Doctor? Please, please, please help me and let me know. Also, while I'm doing this, I'm going to be working on other stuff like my TikToks, which I want to work on one of those right now. Let me do this, y'all. All right, what's up, TikTok? So recently, Carmelo Anthony, he was trying to get a retrial. I think that he deserved a retrial because everybody involved was racist, in my opinion. However, his retrial has been denied. He will stay in jail for at least 17 years. And truthfully, I think that's still the best outcome. He can get out of jail potentially at my age. I'll be 36 this month. Carmelo can get out of jail around that same time, turn his life all the way around. I do believe that the Austin Metcalf racist messages and racist paintings and beating up the little girl, I believe all of that stuff should have been used in court, because it paints the picture of who Austin Metcalf really was, which was a violent, racist, broke teenager. Facts. Okay, let's keep going.
Knife and plunges it into someone else's chest, hitting him directly in the heart. I mean, both sides of his wall of his heart were penetrated. So this wasn't just a fall. I know that's what his defense attorney tried to argue a little bit, try to help him out there. It wasn't that. The best thing that could have happened for also Carmelo Anthony was not allowing his past to enter into that courtroom either. You know, it came out yesterday as well. The parents apparently, and these are the parents who are sitting on cable news crying, race, everything. They're crying. They're so upset, but what they refuse to disclose, they know their son has a behavioral issue, and we now.
Man, we don't want to hear shit about Carmelo having no behavior issue, white bitch, unless you sit around and talk about how your man's Austin Metcalf was put on 12 months probation and had to go to fucking counseling for anger issues. See, Carmelo never had to go to counseling for anger issues, but Austin Metcalf and Hunter Metcalf did. Them niggas was dangerous. I wouldn't want them niggas around my sons. That's a fact. My son said, yeah, daddy, we got new friends. Who? Metcalf boys. Nah, we good on them little niggas, bro. We good. Them little niggas, first of all, they hoes. They ain't got no heart. You know what I'm saying? 2, them niggas racist. You feel me? And to me, if you racist, that's one of the lowest forms of intelligence that's on the planet. Somebody who sees stuff based on color and judge it. You're a fucking idiot. Right? The tap dancing niggas, y'all right below them.
Know this because according to the prosecution, he was actually receiving services or being taken into a special program to help him with his assault history, which apparently was taking place. So he had these anger issues. Then you see there's messages, apparently, according to the prosecution, that say that he was actually fantasizing about stabbing someone, setting.
I like how you try to mix that up. Carmelo don't have no assault issues, bitch. What are you talking about? Then let's talk about the girlfriend situation, right? The messages and the alleged stalking, those are damaging. I can't deny that. But they do not establish that Carmelo brought the knife to the track meet to attack his girlfriend, like this white woman is about to say, or that he even went to the track meet looking for his girlfriend with the knife, like this white woman is about to say, which is a fucking lie. It's a bold-faced lie. This lawyer that represented Carmelo would say that the knife was already in his bag, and he discovered that he didn't even know he had the knife in his bag already. This is also in the official transcript, so this is on the record. Fuck is you talking about?
Messages about dreaming about possibly licking the blood off of the knife. We haven't yet seen those messages. I'm sure, though, based on how Collin County works, we'll see them very soon. But the fact that they're laying all of this out in court now for the people to see, if that were to make its way in front of a jury, 35 years was extremely lenient. I think if he gets a new trial, new jury, they're going to throw the book at him. He's never going to come out again. The best case scenario for him was 35 years. That was the best situation for him. He's getting horrible legal advice to challenge all of this. And again, I don't know if it's like a fundraising issue for them. They're trying to raise more funds, or if it's just the PR stunt for the groups that are now.
More racial little innuendos. I don't know if these black people need funding. So I don't know if they're just trying to fund some shit for their fucking killer son, because they're poor blacks. I don't know, but that's what it seems like. That's what it seems like. Carmelo Anthony's family was already doing good. It was doing better than you. You in a small little apartment. We can see how you living. They was doing better than Jason Whitlock. We know that they was doing better than the Metcalfs. Austin Metcalf mama wasn't even with the daddy. She popping pussy for somebody else. We know this. We know this. All right, man. Let's keep going, man.
Now offering legal services. To me, it just doesn't make any sense. And I haven't been able to actually figure out like what the facts are and why they would even push him to do this. He got the fairest trial I've ever seen. And that's regarding sexual assault cases I've witnessed, murder cases, robbery cases. There's no second time where he gets in front of a jury and a jury like says, oh, this is an innocent guy. He murdered this kid. He murdered him. It was unprovoked. He was in a tent. He wasn't supposed to be there. He refused to leave. And why did he refuse to leave? Well, now we could speculate a little bit and say, well, based on his previous messages, he was dreaming of the day of possibly assaulting anyone. And it didn't matter if it was Austin Metcalf. Again,
he was dreaming of the day of assaulting someone. Now we can speculate. Okay, fine. then we can also speculate and say that Austin Metcalf, based on him beating a female student, based on him being arrested, based on him spraying KKK, kill black people, right? Based on him supporting Hitler, we can say that he had a bias towards black people, and he attacked Carmelo in the tent that day. We can both do the same shit, right? If we're going to create assumptions based on the past, then let's do it. I have no problem. This young man was a fucking racist. This young man got what he deserved because he thought that a black boy was inferior to him, and he paid the price for it. That's just the facts. I don't know why y'all want to ignore that. I don't know why people are choosing to ignore all of the racist elements of the Austin Metcalf Carmelo Anthony trial. We literally have evidence now that Austin Metcalf wrote, clan, the 3Ks, kill all black people, fucking supporting the German leader, right, Hitler. And he was sentenced to 12 months probation for assault. So there goes your violent history right there. But for some reason, we're not being honest and saying why he approached Carmelo. He approached Carmelo because he saw Carmelo as inferior because of his race. And unfortunately, he paid the price for that. It was a miscalculation that he paid for. Let's go.
We didn't even know about the background of Austin Metcalf. We likely didn't know Austin's background either regarding the graffiti. And according to people, again, the witnesses were Black and Hispanic around him. There were no racial slurs thrown around. So to sit here and try to drum up that narrative wouldn't go over well for him in court either. So if Carmelo Anthony really wants to gamble with his life, and that's exactly what he's doing here today as day 2 is underway of trying to get a new trial, I would say go all in. Get your second trial, because I can promise you, if you do get that second day in court, that second trial in court, they're going to throw the book at you, and you're never going to get out.
I think people
see, bro, do y'all see how vindictive she sounds? Do y'all hear how vindictive she sounds towards a child? This same woman, when they talk about Donald Trump, despite him having 34 felony accounts, you know what I'm saying, on his motherfucking record, she speak highly of Donald Trump, but talk down on a student who don't have no criminal background. Because as far as my mind, because somebody told me, well, Carmelo Anthony do got a criminal background. He's a murderer. No, not in my mind. That little nigga still got no criminal background in my mind. Somebody try to walk up to me, oh no, Carmelo, he was charged with murder. Not in my mind, he wasn't. Not in my mind. Nope. No, he wasn't. He was played by the system. That's what I see. And I see nothing else to tell me that my mind will be changed. Not a goddamn thing. And as a matter of fact, this evidence against Austin only proved to me why we need to stand in our conviction and continue to support Carmelo Anthony.
are reluctant to say that his parents are retarded. And I say that his people are reluctant to say that his parents are retarded. And I say that in all seriousness.
How? Again, the raccoon's doing anything they can. She's not gonna fuck you afterwards, bro. She still think you fat and disgusting. She think that you're more disgusting, that you'll betray your own people, but they're going to utilize you in the moment. You're being used. And because you can't get money with the black people because nobody really want to work with you, what do you have to offer? You don't have anything to offer. You don't have anything to offer. You're unintelligent. You're out of shape. You can't lead nobody, nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're weak. You're unmarried. You almost was. Let me see, man. Hold on, man. How old is Jason Whitlock, man? How old is lonely ass Jason Whitlock? Oh, man. Bro, you 59 years old, bro? Oh, man. Oh, man. You 59? No children? Nigga, you hit the wall, cuz. Nigga, you 59? You might as well pack this shit up. It's over. You was born 1967. That's why you so angry every day, nigga. You 60, no coochie, no woman to sit there and say, I'm gonna make you some soup, some soft food your big ass can just swallow without having to eat and chew. Oh, man, you 60 years old, my nigga. Oh, man. And you run around hating on a kid every day? Oh, man. Streets is done.
And I thought that even before this information came out, I was like, what are they doing? Their son stabbed a guy at a track meet, and there's all these witnesses. And I think I did a show where I said, like, if his father had any connection to a biblical worldview, he would have walked his son into a police station or where he was already arrested, but into a courtroom and said, hey, we're embarrassed here. We're throwing ourselves on the mercy of the court. My son has done something terrible. We want you guys to show as much mercy as possible. We're giving my son a Bible. He's going to go in to prison and minister to people. I'd have just completely surrendered because,
of course, you would have got on one knee and asked your son to get on one knee too. I would have brought my son in and begged for forgiveness and brought a Bible in and asked my son to minister to the rest of the kids. Man, you got me fucked up. You was my dad. I would have did your ass like Tariq did on Ghost ass when he talked that shit. Tariq, go ahead and just testify, bro. We got this. Okay, Ghost. Okay, Ghost. For sure, Ghost. For sure, bro. Okay, Daddy Whitlock, you said you want me to go ahead and we about to turn myself in for this crime? Yeah, man. And then you're gonna preach to the young people. For sure, bro. All right, man. Go ahead. I'm about to unlock up right behind you. Fuck out of here, nigga. Now I'm about to really commit a real body, your bitch ass.
if my son had done something that horrible, you just own up to it. You force him to own up to it, and you move on. Every time I heard these people talk, and I heard the father let this woman be basically the spokesman with all of her emotions, but now that I hear this, that they knew this,
why would the father not allow the mother to speak about her dead son? Why would I be like, oh yeah, bitch, I'm the man here. You don't need to be speaking about our son. Just do what the fuck I say. Like, again, I know because you have no wife. I know because you a big boy with no fucking kids, because no woman ever wanted to lay down with you, right? I get that, my nigga. You lonely. You sick to the stomach that a dirty nigga in the hood can get coochie before you do. That's crazy, but that's how life works when you don't want to get in shape. When you don't want to do no pull-ups, no push-ups. When you don't want to get on the treadmill. When you don't want to put the butter chicken down. Right? When you don't want to put the fajitas down. In the quesadillas, in the Big Macs. This is what happens. You become a 59-year-old Jason Whitlock who spend every fucking day talking about black people, shitting on Andrew Reed, shitting on fucking Carmelo, shitting on anybody with black pigment. 59 years old, born in 1967, still hasn't found somebody to tell you every single day that they fucking love you. You live in a sad life, dog. You live in a real... I would never want to live like you, my nigga. Not in a million years, bro. This is the worst thing that I've ever seen in my life. Let's keep going, bro. I've never seen niggas be so pitiful.
This kid had a violence problem. How long have they known about the text messages to the girlfriend and all this other stuff? I actually have, and I'm telling you, and I sincerely believe this, I have far less respect for the parents than I do Carmelo Anthony. I think the parents failed here a long time ago, and that Carmelo is a victim of a culture and bad parenting, and again, it's no different. I don't want to go too far or drag another case, but it's like.
But that's exactly what you're doing. I don't want to go too far, but that's exactly what you're doing. You're doing it so you can get the impressions of your white master. For individuals who are saying that Carmelo Anthony family or his parents specifically were bad parents, I think we should look at Austin Metcalf parents. Austin Metcalf parents, for one, they're not married, so they were not born in Christ, right? I'm married, and my new children are born in. You know what? Pause that one. Hold on. Pause that one. Pause that one. Cut that one. We gotta do that one all over again. Discard that one. Too much information. Too much information. Action. For those who are talking about Carmelo Anthony parents and saying that they're bad parents, I think we need to take a closer look at what's going on with Austin Metcalf and Hunter Metcalf parents. We have now news that Austin Metcalf and Hunter Metcalf beat up a young lady allegedly at school. Racist things like supporting the KKK and the Nazi movement that killed so many American soldiers. Right? Why would I, as an American, support a young man who supported, individuals who want to see American soldiers die? Because that's what they're saying. They're saying that Austin Metcalf supported Hitler. That would mean that his parents are the worst parents. All right, man. Gotta get my TikToks in. Let's go.
I look at Nolan Wells's mom, and this woman's crazy. And I look. There are some crazy bad parents out here. Lindsay Clancy is not alone.
Yeah. And on behalf of all women, let me just say, Lindsay was wrong. She murdered her children, and I have no empathy for her. I have empathy for those 3 children she murdered. But we live in really interesting times, Jason, where we have a society now that's empathetic towards murderers rather than the actual victims of crime. And it's really kind of a scary slope that we're going down here, where we're sitting here, we're trying to say, oh, but you should feel bad for Carmelo. Again, there's no argument for why we should feel bad for Carmelo. There's another 18-year-old kid who's now in the ground because of Carmelo's actions.
No, that 18-year-old kid is in the ground because of his own actions. The 18-year-old kid is in the ground because of his own actions. It's really just that simple. The Austin Metcalf support. Let me see. What's the proper way to say it? Support nationalism. Can't get flagged on here, man. Shit be going too crazy. Let's keep going.
And then you look at the Lindsay case, like you just detailed. Yeah, I feel horrible for her 3 children. Again, we have women who are outside the courthouse like, we're with her, we stand with her. We should probably get child services involved and get all their kids taken from them, because they actually scare the heck out of me. But there's a big issue here with our country right now, where we have empathy for people we shouldn't have empathy for.
Now is a big issue, and you want to get those women kids taken away. because they doing the same thing they always do, supporting white women. They don't give a fuck if she took her own kids out. She's a white woman, so they want to give her a pass. I don't understand why that's new to you. That's what y'all do. It's what y'all been doing for, at this point, hundreds of years. At this point, literally hundreds of years, y'all been weaponizing other communities against each other. So much shit, bro. Let's keep going.
And it's truly misguided, but I also think it's satanic as well when we sit here and we're trying to justify all of this. You know, her poor husband, Lindsay's husband. I mean, it's just going off a little bit, but I'm watching as women are going after him, and I'm like, him. He was trying to give her the life of staying at home and raising their children. And it's the same thing now we're seeing with Austin Metcalf's family. I mean, they've targeted that family so poorly. You know, okay, yeah, now we know that maybe he did make racial comments in his past. Okay, not okay to do.
Oh, maybe he did make racial comments in his past. Okay, not okay to do. Like, totally not cool. You like totally can't say stuff like that, but I mean, and so what? Yeah, he did it, and so fucking what? Yeah, you was fucking iron hard against Carmelo for some text messages, but now when this nigga do some racist shit, it's us. Okay, and she's a racist too.
He was trying to give her the life of staying at home and raising their children. And it's the same thing now we're seeing with Austin Metcalf's family. I mean, they've targeted that family so poorly. You know, okay, yeah, now we know that maybe he did make racial comments in his past. Okay, not okay to do. The parents may have corrected that issue. That's something for them to have to deal with at home, and it should be dealt with at home. It shouldn't be dealt with in the public space because sometimes kids are young and dumb. But he wasn't violent. There's no history of violence. The people who were around there.
Cat. He wasn't violent. There is no history of violence. Again, court documents reportedly include Austin's juvenile arrest record. Right? An allegation that he knocked a female student and punched her. He has, I mean, bro, this is just public knowledge now. Fuck is you talking about? What is you talking about? Just say that you are a racist and that you want to support anything that goes against Carmelo Anthony that will get him more time in jail. And make Austin Metcalf look like a fucking goddess who never did nothing wrong, which is a lie. She's historically, white women have often been portrayed as a delicate, innocent, feminine, and needed protection. Child. And we know it's the exact opposite.
Yeah, I'm going to keep saying this over and over again to people at home. The witnesses that testified were, the majority of them were Black and Hispanic. And I keep drilling that point home because they were the ones who are defending Austin. So everyone out there who's trying to be divisive, you're on the wrong side of this because we see what's happening in court. Now, I've also asked, you know, why wasn't this televised? Because I feel like it's so frustrating because it's everyone's interpretation of what might have happened in the courtroom rather than here's a snippet of what actually happened in the courtroom. Unfortunately, I was told due to the fact that a lot of the witnesses were minors, they couldn't televise it because they didn't want to, you know, possibly scare them into not going out there to testify. And so that was one of the elements. But we also learned yesterday that there's been a lot of death threats that have been thrown to the prosecution, as well as the Metcalf family during all of this. There were swatting attempts.
As well as the Anthony family as well, bitch. Don't leave them out. Don't leave them out. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please stop. Please stop, baby. Okay? Please stop. All those families have been threatened. Every single one of them. Okay? It's no difference, but you're calling out the white ones that's been threatened because you don't give a fuck secretly. You don't give a fuck about what's been going on with the Metcalf. I'm sorry, with Carmelo family. You don't care if they receiving threats. You don't care. Don't matter to you because they don't matter to you. Y'all pathetic, man. I'm about to wrap this up.
that were detailed as well. There was also another claim that was made in court yesterday regarding a social media influencer who had been arrested several times for filing or for making bomb threats, and he had been arrested. He apparently had applied for media credentials and had applied under an outlet to try to get in there as a member of the media. He obviously was turned down, and he was in the back of the courtroom watching, though, in person. They did call it out, say this person is here today. So there's been a lot of issues, and it's probably been, for Cullen County, it's been one of the most difficult cases to try. So imagine all of this circus going on the outside and what they were able to do on the inside and keep everything as knit and tight as they could. And I have to say, too,
they didn't want people to know that they were defending a known racist kid. They didn't want people to know that they were defending a known racist kid. That's just the facts. They didn't want that to go into question about why he might have ran up on Carmelo because he was a racist who wanted to delete all black kids. Let's keep going.
Judge Roach, I know those on Carmelo's side keep saying, oh, he was a corrupt judge. He was a corrupt judge. He was one of the fairest judges, and they took him off the case. They took him out of the courtroom, by the way. He's still doing a lot of the administrative work, but they took him out of the courtroom just to hush those critics and to silence them into just saying, hey, listen, we've complied with your one request. So now he's got no other excuse as to if we decide not to give him a new trial. And so they'll still find another way. There are people who never will be happy about this. He had one of the best trials I've ever seen. I know so many people right now who are sitting locked up in prison who are wrongfully convicted or maybe didn't get a fair shake at a trial. They would be drooling for what happened with Carmelo Anthony. They wish they had such an even end.
At the end of the day, girl, shut the fuck up. No. The best situation would have been Carmelo getting out and doing no time at all because it was self-defense. That would have been the best case scenario. All this other shit you talking about is straight fucking cap. Truthfully, we don't hear that shit. But look, that has been the portion of this video. I'm gonna do the other part with Michelle Obama and Officer Tatum in a pre-recording video. I got shit I gotta do. Me and my wife, we are officially going to Vegas. We are officially moving to Vegas. And we have a lot of stuff to do. A lot of things to do. Packing, etc., etc., etc. So we don't really have time. And I want to get as much time as I can filming Chicago before I leave. So make sure you guys tap in, man. Peace.